What are the top 5 albums in the 1970s? The late 60s were largely dominated by the Beatles. We have the global top 5 since 1949 on the right side, all positions held by the Beatles. The top 5 of the decade are in the middle, and the top 5 of the current year are on the left side. So the Beatles dominated the 60s, and now we go into 1970. Simon and Garfunkel released Bridge Over Troubled Water, and this goes directly to the total top 5 at number 5. But the top 4 positions are still held by the Beatles. We go on to 1971. Here we have Led Zeppelin, the Stones, and in the 70s, some Beatles members, of course, still successful here. John Lennon in 71 with Imagine. But the top 5, the total top 5 stay the same. In 72, we have Neil Young, the Stones again. Total top 5 remain unchanged. In 73, Pink Floyd released their milestone Dark Side of the Moon, and it goes directly to the total top 5 on the right side at number 3. So we still have 4 Beatles albums in the top 5, but Pink Floyd at number 3. Go to 1974. We have some ex-Beatles again, the Wings. The total top 5 remain unchanged. 1975, another Pink Floyd success, Wish You Were Here, goes to number 4 of the 70s, but doesn't enter the total top 5. 1976, the Eagles topped this year with Hotel California, goes to number 4 of the decade, but doesn't enter the total top 5. And then a milestone in 1977, Fleetwood Mac Rumours goes straight to number 2 of the decade behind Pink Floyd and enters the total top 5 at number 4. 1978, Bee Gees released Saturday Night Fever. It becomes the most successful album of the 70s at that stage and enters the total top 5 at number 3. And then finally, to close off the 70s, in 79, Pink Floyd released The Wall. It goes to number 5 of the decade, but the total top 5 remain unchanged. So the Beatles still hold the 2 top positions, and then we have the Bee Gees, Saturday Night Fever, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and Fleetwood Mac Rumours.